Imagine 10,000 armored soldiers marching in unison, their shields gleaming in the misty morning light. The Ninth Legion was one of the Roman Empire's most feared military forces. And yet, one day, they vanished. No records of battle. No graves. No triumphant return. Just silence. This is the mystery of the lost Roman Ninth Legion. The Ninth Legion, also known as Legiones Hispana, was a battle-hardened unit that had earned its reputation through centuries of service. They fought in Spain, they crushed rebellions, and they marched across Europe as one of Rome's most reliable instruments of war. By the 1st century AD, the Ninth was stationed in Britain, where Rome was struggling to keep control of the wild northern territories. The Legion was no ordinary unit. 10,000 men, commanded by seasoned officers, drilled to perfection. They were the symbol of Rome's strength at the edge of the known world. To put it simply, the Ninth Legion was not a force anyone expected to simply disappear. Our story takes a mysterious turn in the early years of the 2nd century, around 117 AD. The Roman Empire was vast, stretching from North Africa to the Middle East, and from Spain all the way into Britain. In this far-flung province, the Ninth Legion was sent north to deal with fierce tribal uprisings. Roman historians mention the Ninth in connection with Britain. We know they were stationed in the fortress of York, which at the time was called Eboracum. Archaeological evidence confirms their presence there. But after that, their name vanishes from history. No Roman writer records their glorious victories. No historian notes their bloody defeat. It is as if 10,000 men marched into the fog and never returned. So, what happened? Over the centuries, historians have debated this mystery, and three main theories have emerged. The most popular theory is that the Ninth Legion was wiped out by northern tribes. Britain was a constant source of rebellion, and Rome struggled to control the fierce warriors beyond Hadrian's Wall. Some historians believe the Ninth marched north, was ambushed, and annihilated. It would explain why their name disappears in Roman records. A humiliating defeat might have been deliberately covered up to protect Rome's pride. After all, how could the greatest empire on earth admit that an entire legion was destroyed by so-called barbarians? Visualize it, a cold, misty battlefield. Thousands of Celtic warriors charging from the forests. Roman shields splintering. Standards falling. A disciplined army swallowed by chaos. If this happened, then somewhere in the hills of Scotland, the bones of the Ninth still lie hidden. Another possibility is that the Legion wasn't destroyed in Britain at all. Some fragmentary inscriptions suggest that elements of the Ninth may have been transferred to the eastern provinces of the empire, perhaps to modern-day Turkey or the Middle East. The East was a dangerous place for Rome. The Parthian Empire posed a constant threat, and rebellions were frequent. If the Ninth was redeployed there, it is possible they were destroyed in some forgotten campaign. But here too, records are scarce. No battle clearly names them. Their presence in the East is hinted at, but never fully confirmed. Could they have been wiped out on distant battlefields, far from their original home in Britain? Perhaps. But once again, the evidence is frustratingly thin. The most shadowy explanation is that the Ninth did something Rome wanted erased from history. Some historians speculate that the Legion may have mutinied, betrayed its commanders, or been involved in political struggles. In the brutal world of Roman politics, betrayal was not tolerated. If the Ninth turned against the empire, their name may have been deliberately erased, literally struck from stone inscriptions, their deeds forgotten by order of the emperor. This theory would explain why there are so few records. Rome had ways of silencing embarrassment. If you wanted a lesson in power, nothing was more final than erasing 10,000 men from the pages of history. Imagine marching with your brothers in arms, disciplined and proud, only to vanish from the world's memory. The fate of the Ninth Legion is one of history's greatest mysteries. Were they destroyed by northern tribes? Were they sacrificed in forgotten wars of the East? Or were they erased by the empire they served so loyally? Until new evidence is uncovered, the truth remains lost in time. So now, I ask you, what do you think happened to the Ninth Legion? Share your theory in the comments below. And if you enjoyed unraveling this mystery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again as we explore more secrets of the past. The Roman Empire once claimed the world.